Thank y'all so much for coming today. I appreciate your help. I love every one of y'all. Today, I'm going to teach y'all about Facebook Live, which is something we do every Sunday morning. I know you know that we do it, but you probably don't know the steps that we go through to get us live on Facebook. So first, I'm going to show you our first slide about the tech team. The wonderful thing about being on the other side of the camera is I'm not in the pictures. So as you can see, we've got Ethan, our tech guru. He does the soundboard. He makes Michael and the piano and the choir sound wonderful on Sunday mornings. And then we have Jonathan. Jonathan uploads the PowerPoint slides into ProPresenter, and he advances through those as Michael's going through the sermon. And he also adds videos. So when we play those videos, Jonathan hits the play button on those and makes them seen here on our TV screens so that y'all can see them while you're sitting here during the sermon. And then you have me, and I do the Facebook Live. I do the streaming. We also live stream on our website. And I'm also responsible for, if you're watching it on Facebook, when we do the titles, like Michael's title and Kevin's title, I make those pop up on the screen and make them go away. And I also control the camera. So if Michael starts to move, or when I zoom in or we zoom out to go from the preacher to the choir, I also am in control of the camera. So I do a lot. So one of the main things is going Facebook Live. And the first thing we do, well, you might be asking yourself, what is Facebook Live? And Facebook Live is a feature found on the Facebook app where you can go live using your tablet, your laptop, or your smartphone, anything that has a camera, and you can actually go live, and everybody who's your friends, anybody who sees you on Facebook can actually see whatever you're recording at that moment. So when we go Facebook Live, everybody sees Michael and our choir here on the stage. Okay, so this is how we go Facebook Live. The first thing you have to do is you have to create an event. And to create an event, you'll sign into the Facebook account. Our church Facebook account is through Michael's. So we have Michael's sign on. We sign into Facebook upstairs. And then what you want to do is you want to click on the blue box that says create event. It says event. And so after you hit on the event, then it'll say create event. Jonathan, you're going a little fast for me, hon. You'll click on the blue button that says create event there in the upper right-hand corner. And y'all can follow along on your printouts too. I've got the step-by-steps on there as well. Okay, Jonathan. Okay, and so now you'll get to this screen, and you want to select what kind of event that we're doing. And since ours is online, we'll select online instead. I think the other one says class. That's a little smile right there. But you'll select online since we're doing the Facebook online. And then the next step is you have to pick general, because this isn't a class. This is the class one. I was a screen ahead. Classes are usually for like when Andy was taking his classes, his senior year, everything was online, so his teachers would sometimes do Facebook Live class. So that way, only people in the class could actually see it. But we want to make this available to everybody, so that's why we select general for that one. And so after you select general, this pulls up our Facebook page, and you fill in the event details. And so what I normally do on a Sunday morning is in that first one, I'll put the date. So like tomorrow, I believe today's the 20th. So tomorrow I'll put November 21st, 2021 sermon. And then in the box below it, you select the date. And so you'll go ahead and you'll select tomorrow's date, and then you have to select the time. And so we go live at 11, so you'll put 11 in there. And then you have to put a category. And so our category is religion. And so once you get the basic information filled in for your event, Then you'll click the next button. This one, what you want to do, since we're doing the Facebook Live, obviously, the very top one says Facebook Live. So you'll do the little check mark beside of it, and then select the next button. After you do that, you get this little pop-up reminder that gives you a couple little statements, brief information. All you have to do on that, you don't have to select anything on that. All you have to do is select Got It, and then it'll take you to the next screen. All right, so now you've got all the information in there. Everything looks good. You just kind of double check it to make sure you got the right date in there, the right time in there. And then all you have to do is publish your event. When you publish your event, anybody who likes the church website, anybody that has recently watched us, they'll get a notification saying, hey, Bible Fellowship Baptist Church plans to go live November 21st at 11 a.m. And so now you have created your first event in Facebook. So now we've created our event. Well, what do we do with that event? Well, from that event, we go live on Sunday mornings. And so usually Michael already creates the event, so the event is usually already there when I get here on Sunday mornings. So all I have to do, but it's nice to know how to create the event just in case Michael forgets. So that's why I included that in the training. So now we go in there and we find the event, and you'll see right there where it'll say that we plan to go live, and there in the circled blue box it says Set Up Live Video. So you'll select Set Up Live Video, and then you don't have to just fill in the information once, you got to fill in the information one more time. So then that's where you'll put like November 21st, 2021 sermon, and what I like to do below that, it'll say details or description. So what I like to do in that box is I like to put the title of Michael's sermon in that box with any corresponding Bible verses that he gives me. This way, when people pull it up, when we're getting ready to go live, if they want to, they can go ahead and take their Bibles out and they can see what verses he's going to be going through. So for some reason, if they want to mark it in their Bible, they can go ahead and get that marked so that when Michael starts doing those verses, they're already there and they're ready. They don't have to sit there and search for them while Michael's already halfway through the Bible verses. And this is another important step because, like I said, you can do Facebook Live from your computer, from a tablet, from your smartphone. The only difference between here and you doing it personally is we actually have a big camera on the back wall. So it's not like we're using our computers up there and the camera on it. So we actually have to set up a stream feed through the AJA Hilo. I know that's a lot. We're not going to go into that right now because this is all about the Facebook Live aspect. So what you need to do here is you have to go in there and get the streaming information on Facebook, and then you hit the copy button. And after you hit the copy button, we then go to the AJA Hilo screen, and we have to let the AJA Hilo know what our streaming information is through Facebook. So what we do is there on the side, you'll see where it says streaming. You'll select that streaming profile. I think the next slide, Jonathan. And right there where I've got it circled is where you delete what's in there, and then you paste the information that you received off the streaming information off of Facebook. You paste that information in that block. So that way, the AJA Hilo knows where our streaming information needs to go. So it comes through our camera, through the AJA Hilo, and shows up on our Facebook page. And so once you get that information in there, you hit the streaming button, which is a little green button. Go back one screen, thank you. I put the little icon up there, but it's right there at the very top where it says Hilo, and then it's got the picture of what we see on the screen. The third bottom down, you can't really see it because it's grayed out right now, but it looks like that. It's got the lines to the side with the green button in the middle. you'll select that, and that'll let you know that you are live streaming. And then it'll turn bright green like the dot is there in the text. It'll turn that bright green so you know that you are streaming. All right, Jonathan. Okay, so now you've got that information in your AJA Hilo, and so now what you do is you go back to your Facebook page. And this is how you tell if you've set everything up. See in that bottom corner where it shows the sanctuary? If we didn't do something right, that image would be black, and it would still say searching for, I can't remember what it says, but it says searching for video or searching for live stream. I think that's what it says, searching for live stream. As long as you've got what you're seeing right here in that little block, it's down there on that lower right-hand corner. As long as you're seeing the sanctuary and you can see the PowerPoint with the announcements running in there, you have set up your stream correctly. So whatever they're seeing right there is what they're going to see when you go live on Facebook. And so then, go back one more. I don't think I was finished. Oh, you can't really see it in this picture, but you might be able to see it on your thing. The very last step, after you make sure your streaming is right, there's a button that'll say Go Live. Once you hit that, you're live. Whatever's taking place right here on the camera is what everybody is seeing on Facebook. Easy enough, right? Okay. So then, once Michael is done, we're done with our live stream. When he says amen, you are dismissed. All you have to do is hit the end button. So does anybody have any questions about that? Easy enough, piece of cake, right? All right, so when you end it, you'll get this little message that says, are you sure you want to end? You can cancel it if for some reason, if Michael's not done or you accidentally hit it by mistake, you can hit cancel. If it's done and over with, you hit end. And now you've done a Facebook Live video. All right, what's that next screen? Okay, so I've created a little video with 5 tips for using Facebook Live.
Welcome to 5 tips for using Facebook Live. Have you ever heard of Facebook Live? Facebook Live is a feature found on Facebook's website and in the Facebook app that allows you to start a live video. You can broadcast your video in real time so you can interact with your viewers. Once a Facebook Live video is created, it will reside on your page for viewers who missed your live event to view at a later date. Here are 5 tips for using Facebook Live. Tip number 1, promote your event and share. Create your Facebook Live event ahead of time so viewers know when you will be going live. Viewers that have liked or follow your page will be automatically notified when you have an event coming up once you have created and published the event. After your live event is complete, ask others to share your video to their Facebook page as well to reach even more viewers. You can even add a caption in your live video asking viewers to share your video like you see here. Tip number 2, give your event a title and description. Your title and description are important pieces of your video. They will grab your viewers' attention and entice them to stay and watch. Make sure your description is informative. For our purposes at Bible Fellowship Baptist Church, I use the title of the sermon and corresponding Bible verses for the description. Tip number 3, engage with your audience. Actively responding to and commenting during your live broadcast can play an important role in engaging your audience and keeping their attention through the entire broadcast. Bible Fellowship Baptist Church, engaging and commenting in real time gives us the opportunity to build trust, relationships, and repeat viewers tuning in to our Sunday worship services. Tip number 4, analyze your stats. Facebook gives you statistics or insights on your live videos. You can see how many viewers are watching live while you are broadcasting, but you can also see overall insights to see how many total viewers you had for that video. Insights will also give you information on your audience, such as age and gender, and top cities and countries where your audience is located. Tip number 5, embrace small mistakes. With live video, mistakes are bound to happen. Maybe you stuttered or mispronounced a word. Maybe you forgot that you were going to show a video before you started talking.
I want you to listen to the words of Romans chapter 12. Dear brothers and sisters, I plead with you to give your bodies to God because of all he has done for you. Let them be a living and holy sacrifice, the kind he will find acceptable. This is truly the way to worship him. Don't copy the behavior and customs of this world, but let God transform you into a new person by changing the way you think. Then you will learn to know God's will for you, which is good and pleasing and perfect. Ethan, I forgot to do the video. Can we do that now? Thank you, brother. I get ahead of myself.
We are human. Things won't be perfect. Things will go wrong. Rather than getting embarrassed, embrace your mistakes and keep going. Thanks for joining me to learn 5 tips for using Facebook Live. Good luck.